This is my testimony, guys. It is a testimony tried and tested. I made the decision to buy a car in the year 2017, December. I remember it was around the time of my birthday, which was on the 7th, which was on a Saturday. And that week, first week of December, I said, you know what, Lord? I want to buy a car in 2018. And I want that car in March of 2018. I'd had a student loan, I think, and I was going to pay it off right up until March. My credit was fine. Finances were in order. I had been doing the calculations and I thought, you know what? You're going to go for it now or forever hold your peace. Lo and behold, on the 6th of December, which was a Friday, my God, it was drizzling. It really wasn't raining that much. It was drizzling and we're driving. All of a sudden, a car came right through and crashed behind us. What? I'm driving my dad's car. He had given me this car for about a year. And it was a condo, a 7-seater. And I was devastated because it was my intention to sell the car, get a deposit, and get my own brand new car. You know what? You know when you declare something and you say, God, I want this. And something just happens just to test your faith, to say, are you sure this is what you want? Guys, this is a testimony of if you believe in what you're asking of God, his answer will always and only be yes and amen. Yes, it is sealed, it is done, it will be delivered. I remember going back home with my friend. I didn't know what to do. Do I go to the police station? Do I report the matter? You know, what must happen? At that time, I think I had third-party insurance. And you know what? I prayed. And something said to me, you know what? Let it go. Let it go. You're going to be fine. The hardest thing really was telling my dad to say, Dad, someone chased your car. And I was not in the wrong. I prayed over that. I was like, Lord, please give my dad understanding. Please. I told him. He was pretty chilled about it. But he was like, you need to follow up. You need to go to the police station. You need to do things right. You know? And I decided, you know what? I'm going to listen to the voice within that tells me, just let it go. Now, we are in this period. January comes and I'm praying to God every day. Now, I used to work night shifts. So between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock was my lunch break. And I would pray. I would go outside. I would worship. I would praise. And I would pray. Tell God all the things that I wanted. Sometimes I'd pray for people. And I would pray for myself. At that time, I was looking for guidance with my career. And of course, I was trying to manifest this beautiful car that I want. And it so happened that I obviously, you start looking for, car dealerships. And I decided what car I wanted. Which was, I think, the Honda i20, the new Honda i20. Loved it. Start looking. And what I would do is, for every time that I would phone a dealership or I would go to a dealership, I would pray to God and I would say, Lord, please give me a sign. Give me a sign if this is the right place to buy or if this is the right car for me. And you know what happened? I think I must have gone to maybe 3 or 4 dealerships. And I remember the first one, I was talking to the lady on the phone and she was telling me about the Honda i20. It was new. I think it was 8,000 kilometers, pretty new. And it was a demo car. I'm talking to her and all of a sudden the phone cuts. And there's this ringing in my ear like a tee. I'm thinking, okay, what's happening? Immediately I took it as, you know what, Lord? Maybe this is not the one for me. Fine. And this was a dealership, I think, in Glen Vista, if I'm not mistaken. And then I called a dealership in Four Ways. And this lovely lady says to me, but my darling, you know what, ne? We have a car on show and I think it is perfect for you. It is a Hyundai i10 Grand. And, we have it ready for you. We can bring it to you. We can test it. You can come test drive, I think. Where do you live? Or where do you work? Yes, I was in Bryanston. And she's like, you know what? We'll get the car to you in 10 minutes. And I remember before that, I went actually to a dealership in Bryanston, and I went to a dealership downtown. Yay, I nearly went to those corner dealerships. And I remember praying to God on my way there. I was like, this doesn't feel right, Lord. Please just, you know what, if I cannot find this place, it means it is not mine. I drove around Joburg CBD, drove around, could not find this place, and my peace was, Gail, it's not yours. It looked dodgy. I was like, thank you, Lord. I did not find this place. And I went straight back home. Following week is when now this lady calls me, and the car was there in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. It was mine. I saw it. I went outside of work. Now, I finished work at 7 a.m. in the morning. Went, just there, chilling, waiting for me. At first, I was very apprehensive about the color. It's a light blue color. It's not a usual color for a car. But when I saw it live, I was like, okay, this is cute. This is nice. This is nice, Asking the driver about, the engine, petrol, and all of those things. I get in the car and I start driving. And it was so smooth. I couldn't hear the engine. I was just like, what? I was driving my dad's car, guys, which had like a heavy engine. I couldn't hear anything and it was smooth. I was so comfortable. And I made a decision over to, man, this is my car. This was a Friday. It was a Friday, I remember. And, this lovely man drops me off at work. And the lady immediately calls me back and she's like, is this your car? Is this your car? It felt like I was saying yes to the dress. Is this your car? It's like, yes, this is my car. And she's like, you know what? You can come through. We'll start doing the paperwork for you. And I said to her, Mama, can I please just go back to God? I need to pray to God. I just want to go back to him. And I will be back, or I will call you on Monday. Gosh, please trust, I will call you on Monday. Spent the weekend praying. Monday after work, 7 o'clock comes. Get into my dad's car, I've made a decision, I'm going to the dealership. I have nothing to lose. I'm praying. God says, let go of the car. But I don't know what he means. And he said to me, no, the car that you are in now. I thought, oh, okay. Mind you, remember I had crashed the car. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, deposit is going to be less because now I'm going to sell it for less. Maybe people don't want it. But God puts everything in order, guys. He put everything in order. From the time that I made a decision that I am going to buy a car and I'm going to sell the one that I was driving, my dad's car. First of all, I was surprised that my dad was so open about it. He was okay. He was like, it's fine. It's time to let it go. He loved that car. We'd had that car for over 12 years. And secondly, immediately I start getting attention from people who want this car. It's a 7-seater. People want cars, to make extra money for transport for children to school. It's a taxi car in some other parts of South Africa. I don't know. All I know is I go to a petrol station, people want the car. The security at my workplace, people want the car. Taxi people busy there. So I decided, you know what, let me put a sign that says for sale. Let me just once do that, put my number there. Guys, when he orders your steps, you can make plans for yourself, but it is God who will see you through, guys. What? Fine. I am now, getting ready to go and fill in finance. Get there, fill in. This lady is so lovely to work with. I'm having the time of my life. I'm scared. I'm just like, you know what, God, thank you for the courage. Thank you for the courage. I'm here. We are doing this. I did this on my own. I wanted this to be mine and God's, or rather God's glory. Let me rather say God's glory. Never told my parents. I didn't tell, a lot of people that I'm going ahead and I'm buying a car. I trusted God. I trusted God. There was nothing else I could trust in. Filled in the paperwork, took a week. Bank comes back to me and says, approved. Let me tell you a nice thing about this whole thing. I'm worried about selling my dad's car. It's been crashed. But you know what, God? He qualifies the unqualified. Guys, I got the car without having to put in a deposit. I got it. Okay? And immediately after that, the car was sold. And it was sold to another dealership. And the funny thing, the twist in the story was that on the day that it's been sold, so my dad did the paperwork, sent everything to these people, and I give him the car, obviously, now, because he needs to go drop it off. Guys, I remember when I started this journey, I told God, I was like, Lord, can you please keep this car moving for me up until I get my new car? Because I could start to feel, okay, she's having some trouble. Fine. Immediately, my dad starts driving this car. He's now taking it to the car dealership. Breaks down in the middle of the road, guys. The car breaks down. He calls me, but Dilatul, why didn't you tell me this car has problems? I'm like, no, with me. No, the car's never had problems. With me. God reminds me, remember, because you prayed. When the car's in your hands, no problem. I am frantic. I'm thinking, what is supposed to happen? The money's in my account now. They've paid. It's delivery time. The car breaks down. He says, I'll call you back. I pray to God. I'm thinking, Lord, what happens? I hear a voice that says, trust. Let the car go. It's not a worry. They will take the car. My dad calls me back. He's like, you know what? I called these people and they said, Iletela. Bring it here in the condition that it is in. Nothing has changed. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. That time I already bought my car. My dad doesn't know. I have to tell him at that moment to say, okay, Dad, I actually bought the car. Should I come fetch you? It was a bittersweet moment. I took the car to my family 2 weeks after I bought it. And it was the best decision I've ever made, guys. Look, God will always give you what you want. If you believe that you will receive what you are praying for, you will receive it. God's time, your time will align. Trust you me. March, I received my car. I made that decision December. And I told him in March, I'm getting my car. And I got it. Guys, nothing is impossible with God. If ever, I had anything to tell you about God, is that when he makes his promises, he keeps them. Yeah, take the sun,